Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with
season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They'll start with the option. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
First down, the run with Lynch. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The numbers on the ground for Lynch a week ago. 21 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync. And that bodes well this late in the season.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Back to throw. Daniels work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. An inside run with Lynch. Oh, nice move. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Off play action. Daniels throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground, Lynch. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. There are the numbers for Samuel from that game last week. 6 catches, 68 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big
touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Lynch from the shotgun. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Lynch. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20.
This 2nd and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
As they've got it as we resume action.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now Purdy. That is caught.
A little juke. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 63 yards.
And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the pistol, they run with Lynch. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Back to throw. Daniels. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The tight end in motion right. To throw on 3rd down. Daniels. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They go play action here. Purdy.
And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. In motion, the tight end.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Touchdown!
Christian McCaffrey.
With career touchdown number 128, he's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list.
And the 49ers have taken the lead. CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards.
And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive, Daniels. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. A nice little juke. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go up the middle with Lynch. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. the teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Brock Purdy and the 49ers out for their next possession.
He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his third touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
Back to throw now on first down.
Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Purdy now to throw. That one caught by Rice.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
On first down, Purdy.
The battle for it, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half, as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Second and 10. Purdy looking to throw.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
Stiff-armed him. Fights off the defender. And he's brought down. Same exact result as last play. A pickup of 11. In motion right is the tight end. In motion goes the tight end. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Under pressure, they got him again. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We get started out west. The battle for Los Angeles, a road game for the LA Rams as they take on their stadium mates, the LA Chargers. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Lamar Jackson, 4 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Jared Goff, 4 touchdown passes in the victory.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Purdy. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Purdy off the play fake.
That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now Purdy.
Just keeping the play alive. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on first down. Daniels. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
Samuel going to go in motion right. There's a fake on the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Purdy.
This one caught by Kittle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
18 more yards there and another first down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here's Purdy.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Point after here coming up. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Fighting to stay upright. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
And
this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Daniels.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spend a lot of extra time.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk, 71, quite quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Oh, that was does a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. Oh, he stays up. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulated right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And he's got this down to the 35.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23.
Now he'll try to run with this.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Off play action. Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
He's going to try and take off with it.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This fielded right at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go, but You know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Purdy now on second down.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. But just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? and who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense. You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And they'll try to run the option here.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He'll find Metcalf. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Lynch. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Back to throw. Daniels. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Lynch, he's got it on the draw. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And he will
Bears first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.